Hey, I'm Geeky Pastimes, and in today's video I want to bring you a silver lining to some very bad news. So the bad news is that Battlefield 2042 was delayed. Obviously not everyone sees it as bad news because, you know, if it needed to be delayed, it needed to be delayed. It's much better that it comes out in a better situation, a better state. So it's probably better that it was delayed, but it still kind of sucks because we thought it was coming out in a month and now it's been pushed back to November 19th. Now, November 19th feels like a long way off. It's 2 months away. You know, that's a long time. So what I thought I'd do in this video is go through 10 games that I'm going to be playing between now and then, just to let you realize that, you know, 2 months isn't that far away, especially when you've got all of these games to play between now and then. Now, I'm listing a load of games that I'm planning on playing. If there's games that you're planning on playing that I haven't mentioned, please let me know in the comments. Just leave a comment, let me know which of these games you're going to be playing or which games I've forgotten about. I haven't included even like expansions to games, so things like Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Season 6, where we're going to be getting a new zombies map, which is awesome. There's going to be extra stuff like that of course I'll be playing and streaming at twitch.tv/Geeky Pastimes, in case anyone doesn't know. So let me know in the comments what you like, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So the first game I wanted to talk about comes out on September 28th, and that is New World. This is Amazon's MMO, and obviously people were a little bit, you know, hesitant about this because Amazon hasn't had a great history of games so far, but the beta for New World, I think, was a massive success. People seem to really enjoy it. Loads of content creators got behind it, which is really important for a game like this to have a good community. And it seems like everyone's having a whale of a time. I played the beta a little bit at the beginning, but then didn't play much more because I think like MMOs are all about progress and I don't want to lose all my progress. So I'm going to be playing this from September 28th when it goes live. Only going to be available on PC, but you know, if MMOs, that's pretty standard, I think. I think it looks awesome. Like, it seems like they've got a lot of stuff right. It's not doing anything crazy new, I don't think, but the idea of there being a good, solid, new MMO that I can stream, I can make a clan for, that everyone can join, all stuff like that, I think that's really exciting. So that's September 28th. Then, just over a week after that, on October 7th, we have Far Cry 6. Now, you don't really need to say much about this, it's a Far Cry game. All of the Far Cry games since Far Cry 3 have been kind of similar. You know, they give you a really cool, exotic location, they give you a bunch of guns, they give you a bow and arrow and some stuff, and then you go around murdering loads of people while you try and complete missions and collect stuff. It's a lot of fun. I've never taken these games too seriously, like I play them, then when I finish them I just kind of forget about them, but I have enjoyed them. Like Far Cry 5 I really enjoyed actually, I thought it was really good, and I'm liking what I've seen of Far Cry 6 so far. The people that got to play it early seem to have a positive impression of it, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. That's on PC and console on October 7th. Then the day after that, I'm going to have to finish Far Cry very quickly, we've got Metroid Dread coming out on the Switch. This is the first 2D Metroid game in God knows how long. It's a game that was like talked about a little bit a long time ago and now it's resurfaced. It seems like it's got a bit of a creepier vibe than normal Metroid, but the idea of having a modern new Metroid game is really, really exciting. I'm looking forward to playing this. I'm looking forward to playing something on my Switch, to be honest, because I haven't picked up my Switch in a long time. And yeah, I think it could be a lot of fun. So that's on October 8th. 4 days later, on October 12th, we're going to be getting Back 4 Blood on PC and console. Now, if you saw my video after the beta of Back 4 Blood, I'm a little bit lukewarm on this. I'm not as excited about it as I used to be. And that's for a few different reasons, but the big thing that it comes down to is it doesn't seem as fun as Left 4 Dead. Like, the atmosphere's not there, it doesn't have like the scariness of Left 4 Dead. The combat doesn't seem that great. I've had loads of people in the comments saying, oh, you missed the point of it. Like, the good thing is like being able to use all of these different cards to make really interesting builds, or being able to use the different weapon attachments in interesting ways. Personally, I'm not that interested in all that sort of stuff, and I'm not sure how good it'll be anyway, because like to build a build, you need to use lots of different cards, and that means you've got to like, every time you're doing a run, you've got to do a couple of levels with just 1 or 2 cards when it's kind of boring, until it'll get good by like the 4th round or something, which isn't that interesting to me. But yeah, I think like they've kind of gone wrong with this. I don't think it's going to be as much fun as people were hoping, but it doesn't matter too much just because it's coming to Xbox Game Pass. That's the really awesome thing about Back 4 Blood. So I'm going to be able to play it with my friends, just play it through once, play the campaign, stream it. That'll be a lot of fun, so I'm looking forward to doing that, even if it doesn't end up being a game I play for hours and hours and hours. Then on October 26th, so a couple of weeks after that, there's a little bit of a gap between this, then we've got Guardians of the Galaxy coming to PC and console. Now this is something that I'm really excited about. I thought the trailer was awesome for. I'm 100% going to play this off stream because I want to listen to the music and, you know, I don't want DMCA takedowns and stuff like that, but I also don't want to turn the music off. It looks really cool. It looks like it's kind of got the combat of like the Square Enix Marvel's Avengers, which I thought the combat was actually pretty good in that. but combined with some really, really good writing. There's like dialogue choices. There's a slightly more interesting side to combat where you just play Star-Lord, but then you can like pause and use the abilities of the different people in the Guardians, which that sounds really interesting. I thought all of the stuff they've shown of it looks great. It's definitely going to be a fun thing to play through. Then a couple of days after that, on October 28th, we've actually got 2 games, and 2 pretty massive games in terms of how much time I'm going to spend playing them. So on October 28th, you've got Age of Empires 4 coming to PC. Again, it's on Game Pass, so you're not going to have to pay any money if you already have Game Pass. Age of Empires is an awesome real-time strategy series. You know, when I think back to the days when I first used to have a PC, real-time strategy games were really the thing I played more than anything. So like Dune 2 and then Command & Conquer from Westwood, and then playing like Warcraft from Blizzard, and then playing Age of Empires was kind of the third pillar of that, the third big real-time strategy game. They've recently been re-releasing a lot of like HD remasters, and I think it's made a lot of people realise, oh yeah, these games are still really good. Age of Empires 4 doesn't look that different to any of the other games, but I think that's probably a good thing. It's just like a modern version of it. Hopefully it'll have like lots of modern like matchmaking options and things like that. And I'm going to have a lot of fun playing against people on stream, I think. Also on October 28th is Riders Republic, which is a game that I've always been excited about from the very beginning. I've loved games like that. I loved Steep, which is kind of its spiritual predecessor. I love those kind of chaotic racing games. I think they're a lot of fun. I think a lot of people were a little bit worried about it, but then when the beta came out and they tried it, they actually realized, oh my god, this is super fun and really polished. It seemed really, really good. On the beta, like me and Cobb played a ton of this. It's one of the few times in a beta where I've tried to complete everything. Like we completed every single event and found loads of the secrets and stuff. And then even after we'd finished everything, I was still finding myself loading it back up just because I enjoyed playing it. And it's kind of rare nowadays I play games where there's no kind of progression system anymore, that I'm just playing because they're fun. It's a very good sign. So Riders Republic's coming out on PC and console. I absolutely can't wait for that game. It's one of my most anticipated games. Then on November 5th, you've got a little game called Call of Duty Vanguard. You might have heard of it. Call of Duty is like this little first-person shooter series. It's been going for a while, yearly installments. Yeah, you kind of know what I'm talking about. The new version of it, Call of Duty Vanguard, coming November 5th to PC and console. Obviously, I'm super excited. The Warzone integration isn't coming until a little while later. They've said that's coming sometime later in the year, so hopefully we won't have too long to wait for that. But when Vanguard comes out, you know, obviously I'll be playing through the campaign as quickly as I can, and then playing some multiplayer, and of course hunting for the Easter egg on the Zombies map. No word yet on when that Zombies map will go live, but hopefully it'll be like the day after launch, like it was with D Machine. Because then like we've got a day to sort of get used to the map and stuff before the Easter egg goes live, level up stuff if we need to level up stuff, and gives me a chance to play the campaign as well, which I quite like doing. I normally do that off stream, but I enjoy it. Then on November 9th, you've got Jurassic World Evolution 2 coming to PC and Xbox. Jurassic World Evolution, it might be coming actually to all consoles rather than just PC and Xbox. Jurassic World Evolution is a game made by Frontier, so the people who are behind like Planet Coaster and stuff like that. I didn't think the first game was all that great. I thought it was like a really cool idea, building your own sort of Jurassic World park, your own Jurassic Park type thing. But like it ended up being just kind of boring. It was just kind of dull. I think Jurassic World Evolution 2 looks like it's changing a lot of that stuff up. It looks really cool. The dinosaurs look a lot better than they did in the first game. I'm really interested to play this. It's the sort of game that I really like, just sort of whiling the hours away. It's a fun game to sort of chat on stream while I'm playing, that sort of thing. But also on November 9th, we've got Forza Horizon 5, which is the massive open world racing game set in Mexico this time. All of the trailers for this have looked absolutely gorgeous. One of the best looking games I've ever seen. That's coming to PC and Xbox. Obviously, it'll be on Game Pass, which is awesome. I can't wait for Forza Horizon 5. Like, it just looks so cool, and it'll be so exciting being able to stream when this game launches. Like, being able to play it and have, like, lobbies just full of people from the stream. I'm really looking forward to this. So that's 10 games that are all coming out before Battlefield 2042 is. That should be enough to tide anyone over. I mean, to be honest, the first game on the list being New World, I kind of think a lot of people will just be playing New World until Battlefield comes out, and probably beyond. So there's tons of stuff to be getting on with. So even if you're a little bit down about the fact Battlefield 2042 has been delayed, just think about all these awesome games that you're going to be able to spend even more time on up until when Battlefield comes out. And then Battlefield comes out, and we only have to wait a couple of weeks till Halo comes out after that. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I can't wait for this. If you like this video and you want to see content about all of these different games I've been talking about, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe and turn the notifications on. I've been uploading daily for a few months now, so there's always a load of content about all different kinds of games. If you want to see me streaming, it's twitch.tv/Geeky Pastimes, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.